What's up,
Spicy
guys? Welcome to episode 36. We're here to talk a little bit about the combine. Combine. Combine.
Combine.
I think it's fair to say, just off the jump, that the NFL does a pretty terrible job with the combine. Um, they've seemed to spice up the Pro Bowl. They have done absolutely nothing with the combine, and it forces the hand of these players to get like it's just not a product, and they're not really
I think they made the Pro Bowl worse
gaining.
though.
I
Yeah,
disagree.
Way worse.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think there's more.
Nah, the Pro
I
Bowl
think
used to
there's
be
more
fire for the games.
participation.
They don't even do them.
Yeah, but they can't. What do you
Like
mean?
the bench press, see who's the fastest in the 40. Like they don't do any of that, bro.
Right, they don't do that anymore, but they do a flag game. They do some obstacle course things. Dodgeball is usually pretty good to watch. Like, there's some
yeah,
highlights.
that's not a bad one.
There's some highlights to the Pro Bowl. They've tried to change it up because players weren't just going to go out there and Sean Taylor punters anymore. Those days
The
are just
combine
over.
used to have meaning, though. The combine
R.I.P.
used
Sean
to mean
Taylor.
something.
Right, and the combine doesn't mean anything anymore, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that the
I don't
NFL.
agree with that.
No, I don't agree with that either. The combine,
Bro,
dude,
when players can
viewership
just
on
not
the
do it,
viewership,
when people
the
can just
viewership
not
on the
do
combine though.
it's just like
What?
people, the whole like just not participating in different things. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know, but how are
The
they gonna
reason-
force that?
The
They
reason
can't force.
I'm not saying they
Because-
force it.
because they don't have anybody that can break down the things that need to be broke down on the sites and the places that actually talk about it, like ESPN and NFL Network. Like
What do you mean?
nobody does the shuttle or the 3-cone drill. Those are two of the biggest drills that look at change of direction,
Right.
and they look
Right.
at like
Yeah.
we're just watching on field drills now. Like
Right.
take away the
Like-
on field drills.
But didn't DK Metcalf have the same time as Tom Brady or something in one of
Slower.
those drills?
Dude, I think they could do some things a lot differently.
But there's always outliers. I mean, it's something to glean. That's my thing. Is like if you're looking at the combine for it to be 7-on-7 or a game, like go watch the Shrine Bowl, go watch the Senior Bowl, or just go watch the 12 games they put on tape from this last year. You know, the combine is for athletic testing. Like that's the purpose of it. And interviews.
It's
that's the
literally
part that
what
y'all.
they're
That's
not-
the part we're
they're
not
not
talking about,
doing
the
it,
It's
interview.
though.
allowing scouts and GMs and coaches to just see where a guy is with raw athleticism.
I
And
can
how
watch
we
a guy
build this.
run in a
Can
straight
we
line.
develop this? Is this somebody who needs more of our attention? Is this somebody who we should be looking at? Does this guy make our team better? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
And,
No,
and
it's
the interview process is massive.
I'm
It
gonna
just
I'm
seems
gonna
like
talk
the-
I'm gonna talk about it with Will Campbell because
Oof.
that guy just ran the 40 and did the vert. Like that's it. We're not watching linemen run 40 yards straight. We're not watching linemen jump straight up in the air.
To be
No, I'm
honest,
clear.
it should be. I mean, I think for running backs, like a 10-yard split is marginally the
biggest.
most important thing.
Yeah, 3-cone
Like,
drills, change of
There's
direction.
10-yard
no,
split
there's
for
almost
everybody
no
involved.
scenario where a running back's going to run untouched for 40 yards. Like, it's a pretty rare thing. 10-yard split can tell you, like, an actual, you know what I mean? And so, like, the GMs and coaches and all them, like, they have those guys 10-yard split times, but they're not really, like, talking about it as much during the
It just seems like all the guaranteed picks just get to be
actual
like, you know
combine. I
what?
think that matters
Fuck,
way fucking
fuck the
way more.
combine.
Right. That's my point. Either design it a way that we can take these top prospects and showcase them in a different way, or
Get rid of this shit.
oh,
At
Or
this
just
or-
go with tried and true, dude.
Just
or
go to
s-
fucking pro days.
right. Make
Like,
those guys
get rid
just
of the
have pro
combine,
days,
go to
or
pro days.
and have the combine almost in a way of like
Giving it to people that
Yeah,
wouldn't have a
but-
chance to be.
right.
I
That's
mean-
all I'm saying.
It
Either
wasn't. There
make
wasn't
it a
that
thing
many
that
people
people
though that
care
sat
about
out.
or not. No, but it's
we're
always the
saying
top
full
guys.
participate. Yeah,
Full
full participants is what we're saying though, Ronnie. Like
Yeah.
not
That's
just
Shout out to
doing
Jackson Dart for participating. Truly.
yeah.
Yes,
You know
but
what I
that's
mean?
what it's basically for because dude, you have to understand, it's a business decision. The top 1 through 3 get
Yeah.
paid a certain amount, certain guaranteed money. Then the top 5 to 7, then 7 to 10, and then 10 to 15, I think, or 10 to 20, and 20 to
100%.
on. Where you get drafted matters for the contract you're going to get, the guarantee, how much money you're going to get, all these things that you've worked your entire life for. If you're Travis Hunter and you've shown your athleticism every single day on the field, what is the point to go and run? You have more. It's what are you to lose
I
versus what
didn't
are you to
say.
gain?
I
Because
didn't
guess
Jackson
what?
say
Dart,
he
You're
had
gonna
to.
go do the.
Hold on.
You're
Time
gonna go
out.
do
Time
the
out.
same
Time out.
thing
Time
in
out.
Boulder,
Time out. Time out.
Colorado at your pro
Hold
day.
on,
You're gonna
hold
do
on.
the same shit.
I'm not saying you have to do it to be drafted. No. No. I'm saying you're either in or you're out. It's not.
okay.
It's not
Yeah,
like.
don't
Everybody
show up
does
in a
some
hoodie
type-
with a
but
number and
everybody
shit
does
on
some
it and
type.
answer questions. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Even if they don't go to the combine,
You
like
could do
AJ
all
said,
that at
they're
a
gonna
pro
have
day.
a pro day. They're gonna
Right.
fucking do
So
some sort of their
allow
own combine
somebody.
anyways.
So exactly, and to my point, the NFL is doing all of this for this number of participants. Keep the same number of participants, but give it to somebody who is going to utilize these things, and maybe somebody who wasn't going to be drafted is now drafted, and grow
Right.
the sport in that regard. And to the point of pulling out the talent of those top guys, I think you could turn the combine into a process where, the people who have the top picks, maybe their coordinators and their coaching staff could go coach an offensive 7-on-7, and likewise with a defensive 7-on-7 with some picks for, teams that they like, and see if they could learn some of the system and how they make decisions on the field and how different things go with maybe 3 or 4 groups apiece. You know what I mean? Just to see and showcase some of these guys. I'm not saying anybody has to do any of that. I'm saying
no, they can
you're
skip
either
it completely.
doing it or you're not doing it. Not you're doing this piece and then today we decided we weren't going to do that piece. Like that.
But what happened to the offensive linemen don't bench anymore? Like what?
Bro,
What?
That's
Yeah,
another one.
that's so weird. It's
so
Your whole
weird.
entire job is going to be based on catching somebody 300 pounds and stopping them.
and pushing them
Bro,
off.
I
of
remember
you.
when Larry Allen got on that bench press, and my eyes just were like, "How's that even
Larry
real?"
Allen, tank of a man.
See, but Orlando Brown only benched like 13 reps, bro. Or atrocious. But he has long arms. Timing is
Correct.
going to be more important. Timing of your punch is going to be more important than having bench press strength, I think.
Okay. I didn't say.
I think it goes
again.
hand in hand.
But no, hold on, wait. Let me say though, I fully agree that they should be fucking bench pressing, 100%. So let me not get that fucked up at all. Period. They should be bench pressing.
Offensive and
I
defensive
mean,
linemen.
linemen for sure.
Linemen
Yeah.
for
Bro,
sure. I guess
so,
Will
alright,
Gamble.
receivers don't need to. I guess.
So
but I
maybe
mean,
the
still.
maybe the medium with the combine is have the linemen bench press. Have the running backs run a 10-yard split.
I
Have
still
the
think you do
wide
the shuttle
receivers
or the cone
run a
drills with
fucking
the
40.
linemen.
Have the wide receivers do the gauntlet. Have almost everybody do the 3-cone drill. Really, like, do more position-based stuff. Like, nobody gives a fuck how fast your offensive lineman is, dude. He's never going to be in full sprint in a fucking NFL game. He's
Is
never
it
been in full
cool?
sprint in his
Pads on.
life.
Is it cool to watch Mekhi Becton at 6'8", 370 run 4.92 or whatever he ran? Those
I watched
ridiculous
Demarius
numbers.
Is
Mims
it,
run
is
like
it
a
cool to
fucking
see? Is it cool to
4.8,
see
4.9.
Tristan Wirfs have a higher vert than Amari Cooper and like 9 other wide receivers in the same draft? Of course,
Yes.
that's awesome, and it shows how much of a specimen that Tristan Wirfs truly is. Top shelf guy, crazy good tackle. That's awesome. It doesn't matter when he's on the field. Nobody cares how high you jump because you're not jumping.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
two linemen
Fucking
maybe,
line.
but yeah.
Yeah, and that's all. I mean,
I don't
But
know.
You'll
you-
make it more specified because I don't know how many people were tuning in to watch the fucking offensive lineman run 40s.
Bro, I'm just saying, if you were the offensive coordinator going into a situation like last year with Caleb Williams, and you had him for a day or two of that physical testing, like you guys are talking about, and then maybe like 5 to 7 days where you could install some things on an offense, and what if you're the offensive coordinator and you're just like, yo, I really don't even think this is gonna work at all. You know what I mean? And it actually gives a situation where these guys could go, and now that changes the perspective of who's participating. I guarantee it. You think Shedeur
Yeah.
Sanders is going to force? You think
just-
Shedeur Sanders is going to force the hand of nepotism during interview processes and not participate in the rest? If that is the
Wait,
case,
you saw what they said?
if offensive
Yeah,
coordinators, if
They tried
offensive
saying that he was like
coordinators,
arrogant in interviews. I don't know if I believe that. Though.
Bro, I watched
of course
it.
You
they
don't
say that.
believe that?
I
You don't believe
watched
that?
it,
I mean, it could come off like that, bro. I don't know if he's.
bro. You
No, it
didn't
could come- bro,
participate.
Watch
confident,
He
Bronny,
didn't
real shit.
participate.
Watch
Okay, be
any
as
interview
confident
he's
as you
ever
want.
had.
Be as confident as you want. I don't care. Have the
But dude,
accolades,
he's prime son. What do you expect? Like,
bro.
it's
Participate.
Deion Sanders'
Participate.
son.
Participate.
Like, be for real.
Participate. That's what I expect.
For sure.
Bronny James went through the process.
For sure, but he wasn't as good, But
I just think that
Hey,
like
I think Jackson Dart.
You
I
can't
think
hit-
Jackson
he really
Dart
did
has
do-
been better than Shedeur Sanders the whole time, and I think he only
He
helped
did.
his case this
He
week.
did go to the draft
Smart.
combine and play 5-on-5.
I'm just saying. You want to talk about nepotism? I mean,
what
your
if
dad's
Shedeur
in
Sanders had the
games-
opportunity to go work with, the Tennessee
Cam Ward all off season, and then
the
his brother
Tennessee
posted-
Titans, the Tennessee
Yeah.
Titans, the Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator to force the hand for them to draft him. That's all I'm saying. Do you think he is more of a participant in a structure like that, or the structure they have right now, where he just literally stood up there and forced the hand of nepotism to draft him? And it's like, dude, what? I don't know.
I ain't gonna say anything negative about Shedeur.
I didn't say
I don't
nothing
know.
negative. I'm saying
I know I as
did.
far as like how the
do you
teams
think he's
are
being drafted because
evaluating
he's
him.
Deion's son?
that's what
Yeah,
he's
yes.
saying. That's what he's telling people to do.
Essentially, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I
Fuck it,
think
lean
he's
into it.
drafted because he's accurate thrower of the football. He's just doesn't really have high athletic tools,
I'm just.
But he's definitely got skills as a quarterback. I mean,
Nah.
Boy got he got his mama's athleticism. That's what you're saying, Ronnie?
I mean,
Yeah.
I said this a while back. I'm like,
Yo,
he ain't
right,
running
all
from
right,
boys like he was at Jackson
He's got his
State.
daddy's
Oh,
feet now.
So obviously, I definitely want all of the big names to participate in everything, but there was one guy who didn't participate in the combine, and it did not make sense to me. It was a very weird move, and it didn't make sense of it at any point.
Who?
Colston Loveland, dude.
Wait,
Colston Loveland.
wait.
How do you not participate in the combine?
What position?
Tight end for Michigan.
Tight end. He's
He-
Michigan's
he's
tight
the-
end.
He's
And he
the
thinks he's
only
that good.
one. He's the only one that can make a run at Tyler Warren for tight end 1. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you,
I don't
there's a
even think
massive
they're that
gap.
Close.
There's
Yeah, exactly.
massive gap.
Whoa.
That's what I mean. That's why it's like Colston.
The
You
only
go be the best tight end at the fucking combine. Or
the only
someone else.
reason that's fine.
None of these
What if
kids
he's
got
trying
no
to bring
dog in
people
them.
to? What if he's just trying to bring people to the?
What kind of shitty
I
agent
agree.
does he have that's telling him?
Whatever. I agree with that in the regard of what if a guy was trying to be a teammate and Ashton Jeanty said, you know what, I'm not going to do the combine things because I want all y'all to come out here to Boise State to see what all we got because they're not all going to the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
I'll
true.
buy it. I'll buy it. I'm not saying anybody has to.
Come
I'm
on and
Yeah,
say
Michigan
that
doesn't
shit,
have
bro.
that problem.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah.
say that shit. Man.
Michigan's gonna have probably 4 guys drafted first.
Michigan
round.
doesn't have that problem. Colston Loveland just has a shitty agent who was like, "Don't do it. Come on, dude.
Michigan's got
You're
4
not
possible
that
first rounders.
good. Legit."
I know Mason
I-
Graham's gonna
I'm
go
just
top
saying.
10.
I'm
Will
just
Johnson's gonna probably be the second corner
not-
off the board.
or showcase his quarter. Like again, I'm not
Kenneth
saying
Grant.
that it's him specifically. There's a lot of. I'm just putting it out there. There's a lot of reasons a guy might not do the combine, and I'm for it. I'm not saying like you have to do the combine, but I'm saying if you're gonna do it, you got to do it at full capacity. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, for sure.
That
who's
being
our-
said-
Do a little quick thing of our,
Yeah,
our guys
who's-
who we
That
like.
being said, who's the winners and the losers of the combine?
Wait, I want to. I do want to.
Colston Loveland is the
Hold on.
biggest loser.
I wanted to say one
I
thing.
mean,
since we've established that not doing the, hold on, wait. Let me ask first. Was Travis Hunter there, or did he completely not go?
No, he was there. He was wearing a hoodie and everything. He looked great.
Okay, so since we've established that, does that make any difference about your guys' opinion on old Travie boy?
Oh, bro, some of the
They
things he
wouldn't let him
said.
do
Is it?
both. They wouldn't let him do both.
Really?
They wouldn't let him do both cornerback and receiver drills.
Really?
That's why he didn't do anything.
I don't
Which
think that's it. I
I-
think he said he didn't plan on doing it, and if he did do it, he would do both.
It's because he has to make a decision.
They're trying to make him make a choice.
Well, let a
Well,
fucking GM make that choice for him. Fuck.
That's
It's a
how
great-
I look
It's a
at
great
it, man.
problem to
In the-
have.
in
Let
the
a GM
NFL,
make that decision.
In the NFL, you have to be a master of your art, not a master of everything.
Mm.
Gunner's
You
making
can be a master of
rules.
two things, though.
Gunner's making football commandments and shit.
Fucking preacher over here.
Dude, I'm just saying, bro.
Hold on. I gotta ask,
Different
how
level.
is there a receiver at Oregon that literally went into the combine, Tez Johnson, at 5'8", 154 pounds, and then decided to almost run a 4.6? His shit had the tank.
I
He
heard
had a
Ted
tough showing. He
McMillan
wasn't
ran
that high to
very.
begin with.
I'll be honest.
Tank Dell ran a 4.49.
I'll be
and
Not a
honest.
4.58. or
When
4.56.
Micah Parsons is out here trying to back you and say, "Oh, watch the game tape. He doesn't move 4.5."
Bro,
I mean,
listen.
that's probably true.
Nah.
You are in a
Did you see-
bad situation.
Bro,
But,
Pac-Man
yeah.
Jones ran a 4.5 at like 40.
Pac-Man Jones
Yes.
was an athletic freak.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Athletic
I,
freak.
I ran a
Pac-Man
4.5
Jones.
to my
I
truck
agree.
this morning because I was running late for work.
Pac-Man Jones was one of the freakiest people ever.
Yeah, nah. Pac-Man
As far as
was a-
football's concerned.
Pac-Man was a very yeah. Y'all see where this is off topic, but on Pac-Man Jones, y'all see where he said "fuck Gucci" a couple weeks back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. Don't
Well,
go to Atlanta,
they've hated
Pat.
each other for a while. It's a
Bro,
weird.
speaking
My-
of. Oh
Go
shit,
ahead,
my
Ronnie.
fault, Avery.
No, go ahead,
No,
Ronnie.
my bad. I was just gonna say we didn't say anything about Cam Ward. I was gonna say his tape. That's like first round talent. That's a quarterback that you can get behind at least taking a shot at.
I think he's the only one that we can all agree has the best shot to being good in the NFL.
I
see
think.
a
Hold
guy
on.
who's-
I think
see a guy who
Shedeur.
might
Best
be
shot.
lazy.
I
see a guy who
think
might be a little
Shedeur.
lazy.
I think Shedeur absolutely has a high risk, high reward side to him. Like,
Okay,
I
good.
think
Yeah,
the
I'm not
top
saying I'm not.
three all do.
You're defining
In my
everybody.
opinion.
You're defining everybody who's going to get drafted. There's 7
It's
rounds of
quarterback
high-ceiling,
though,
low-floor
dude.
guys.
We're literally just rolling the dice here.
I don't think you're
So-
getting the same high ceiling, low floor with a guy like Caleb Williams or a guy like Jaden Daniels or a guy like Mike Penix.
Well, Penix only
Yeah,
started
this
4
class
games.
isn't-
I don't care.
This class isn't great.
He's also older. He also has a lot more college time under center.
No, that's
and
why
stuff
I
like
don't
that,
know.
so-
I think him.
He
was
looked
most cut and
actually
dry,
looked
best of the
pretty
bunch.
fucking good, I thought, in the 4 games he played.
Right.
You know,
Oh.
he did have Kyle Pitts dropping every fucking pass he threw him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Is
I
anybody
mean?
else a
Like,
Jackson Dart hater like me, or is it just me?
it might
just
just
you.
be you, buddy. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
actually kinda
That
like-
might just be you.
Yeah, it's just.
Who's the youngest quarterback in the class?
Yeah, I know.
Jackson Dart is closer to quarterback 2 than Shedeur is to quarterback 1,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
No. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So they're 2 and 3.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like that's pretty clear now.
I
The quarterback who fell the hardest in my
Will
opinion,
Howard hard.
Will-
Howard.
yeah.
Will Howard. Ooh.
I just didn't.
I
see-
mean, everybody was trying
There
to
was
save
no
him, saying-
fucking defense, brother.
Everybody was trying to save him. Oh, everybody runs routes differently. He was perfect in all of these games.
That is true though, especially if he's like a real timing passer and
Ronnie,
That's the
did
thing,
you,
though, Ronnie.
Ronnie, you bring enough for the class or what?
What?
Cheese balls.
No, they're French fries.
Oh, did you bring enough for the class or what?
Are those Culver's? Those look like Culver's fries.
Why not?
Those
dude?
are.
Badass.
Why didn't you get no? Why didn't you bring us some, dude? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, bro. I could try to mail them, but they're French fries.
You know who's a big advocate for Culver's? JJ Watt. JJ Watt's like
Oh, yeah.
he's like
he
the
gets paid. He gets paid
Culver-
to advert.
the Culver's advertising guy.
Nah,
Pretty much,
I liked Will Campbell a lot in the combine.
yeah, you about the only one. That dude ain't no fucking competitor.
You know what me and
do a
Sheldon
vert,
have
and that's
in
it.
common?
Bro, what?
So this is the thing, Riley. This is a tall tackle
That's all they
with
do.
undersized arms.
Yeah, I know he's a guard.
He's a tall tackle. He's a right guard. They're
Yeah.
going to move that guy to right guard, and he's probably going to be all pro.
Yep.
Who's the Missouri cat?
Don't.
Who's a
I
tackle?
No idea.
don't-
He might be the first tackle drafted.
I
Bobo or
think
something.
I think Kelvin Banks still will be personally. Banks,
No, that
Banks showed enough athleticism at 6'7" to go first. I think. Will Campbell's just he's tall with short arms. He's got 32 and
that-
5/8 inch arms, bro. Like,
the-
you're
the
not a
offensive-
tackle.
The offensive line class last year was crazy, especially compared to this year.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Not a bad
Yes,
draft.
This is a weird draft. I'll tell you
I was-
what. I'll tell you what I think is kind of deep. So running backs, I think is a
Running-
great
bro.
class for running backs.
Crazy. Good year to need your
there's
running
probably
back.
going to be
running backs.
13 to 14 running backs drafted this year.
Yeah.
Like
Great
it-
class for
between
shooting
rounds,
linemen, too.
That's crazy.
between the second to fifth round is when you'll see.
I
him
think
go
I
down
think
to
Judkins helped
Super deep
himself
running back
running that
class.
4.48 at plus
Travion
225.
Henderson. Travion Henderson.
Yeah.
Travion Henderson ran a faster 40 than Judkins.
Yeah.
And he's
Judkins
bigger.
is bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he big? I thought Henderson was bigger.
No, I
Judkins is
think
bigger.
Judkins is huge, bro.
I know. There's
My
another
from
guy.
Virginia Tech though. My guy from Virginia Tech not only was the fastest 40 of the running backs, but he fucking looked great in absolutely every drill.
Who was it? Blue? No, not Blue. He's from
Lachey
Texas.
Tootin, 210,
Yep. Tootin. Yep.
fastest 40 of them, and just he kept his fucking footing and everything. Phenomenal.
If he
footwork.
becomes good, they're gonna have the dumbest nicknames for him.
Oh yeah, he looked good. I don't know. He was the most impressive running back to me. Him or Travion Henderson. But I was really impressed with the Virginia Tech kid. Really impressed with the Virginia Tech kid, and I'll go homer with really just one guy. Well, besides Terrence Ferguson, who I think showed out as a tight end. Jeff Bossa is possibly the best linebacker in this draft.
Woo.
Jihad Campbell.
Woo. That's
Jihad Campbell.
Really everything. Every measurable metric at this thing, he was top 3 in.
Jihad Campbell.
that just means he's athletic, Josh. What's his tape look like?
Okay, watch the tape. I'm sure you haven't.
I haven't.
I know how good he is. Jeff Boss.
What did he do in the
Jeff
Rose
Boss is-
Bowl?
Jeff Boss is the best Oregon Duck in this draft. I think he's the best linebacker in this draft.
Nah, me and Avery both had that same wide receiver, Nick.
Oh no, he's a
O'Rourke or
safety.
whatever.
He's a safety. Nick. Hold up, I gotta look at his name so I can say it right.
Jihad Campbell. is the
Eman
best
Worry.
linebacker
Nick
in the draft.
Eman Worry. He is. You guys want to talk about a freak? Y'all want to talk about a freak? 6'3", 220, running a 4.38, jumping 43 inches. That's a fucking freak. Respectfully.
Bro, could he
Two-
play running back?
Through 225 up 20 times. Freak.
We're not even talking about the star of the draft, James Pierce.
I don't know.
The production don't match it, bro. The production just didn't match it. Like, You can look at his test numbers and they're crazy, but you go look at like what he did during the season and it's just like
That Tennessee defense was ass.
no, that Tennessee defense was like the best in the SEC
Would it not
statistically
be?
speaking.
Would it not be? What's up with Abdul Carter? What do you guys think?
Like he's phenomenal.
He's probably going first or second.
Yeah, and that's that's new. That's in the last like month or
2
so.
weeks. Yeah, it's really like the 2-3
Yeah,
weeks for real.
He was always a first round guy. He was really always a top 15 guy, and then all of a sudden the last couple of weeks, like now all of a sudden they're like this guy might be number one. He's good. He's phenomenal. It wouldn't be a crazy reach.
They're shopping that.
know?
They're shopping.
Well, especially with this draft.
I would love if the quarterbacks fell.
Hey, good news. They will. Good news.
They're not.
They
good.
will.
But Bro,
will.
Stefanski's selling the league on this is a good quarterback class, so that's always good.
Kevin
Hey.
Stefanski
He
is
wants
selling
someone to
his
come up
whole.
with a
But he's
trade.
he's
Yeah,
also
nice for good
selling.
quarterbacks.
He's also selling his house. He's getting ready to move his kids and family. Brother, Kevin Stefanski in a couple of months is going to be selling the Brown season. What are we talking about? Yeah.
If he doesn't, the Browns will.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do when Miles Garrett goes to the Eagles?
You think the
Bro.
Eagles?
Man,
I could see.
God-
I could see
God
Detroit.
help.
That I actually had that
Bro,
conversation with someone today.
I'm not watching the NFL next year.
What
bro.
did they increase the salary cap to now? Like 279 and some change.
Yeah, and they're getting rid of Milton Williams. So I mean, he's free agent, but
I don't think that they're gonna have enough money or draft capital to get Miles.
oh, they just
Garrett.
paid Saquon today 40.
Yeah, Saquon is now the first $20 million a year running
I
back.
don't think.
Outside
they
of
could
Deebo
afford-
Samuel.
I don't think it would be smart for Howie Roseman to make that kind of a push for what it's going to require to get Miles Garrett.
Jalen Carter and Miles Garrett on the same offensive line or defensive line should be a crime.
Aiden Hutchinson and Miles Garrett.
I saw somebody.
That's more realistic to me because they still have money.
I saw a Detroit Lions fan on Facebook ask the question, quote, why would we get Miles Garrett? What would be the point in getting Miles Garrett? The fuck do you mean? What would be the point? The reason you guys lost in the playoffs is because you ran out of pass rushers. Like, in all seriousness. Like,
I'll also say this: my standout of the draft is Ty Robinson, D tackle out of Nebraska. Buddy ran a 4.8 at 288. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying?
He's
solid.
28 bench press reps. Like, he did everything. He did all the measurable drills at the combine. Like, I don't know. It's good to see that people do take it serious still, I guess. And, like, I like the things that they test at the combine. However, the way that it's set up, people just don't participate. And that's why I just wish the NFL would get it together a little bit better in some way, shape, or form. I don't know.
So my player comp for that Nick Emanuori, everybody was saying Derwin James. He's bigger than Derwin James, like 2 inches bigger and 15 pounds. I'm gonna go more athletic Cam Chancellor because he plays a lot of too high safety at South Carolina, and yeah. He's going to have coverage problems as far as, like, man on man. His hips aren't as fluid. You can kind of see, like, that's a problem for him. But I could see him having a Cam Chancellor, like, impact.
I think my standout was Demetrius Knight, linebacker out of South Carolina, I think he just proved everything at the fucking combine. I think he just made a name for himself at the combine fucking everything great too. Aggressive is all fuck. That's probably his weakest. That's probably the only weak thing you could say about him is that he's over aggressive. Will probably get beat on a lot of fucking rushes. I like Demetrius Knight. I like this linebacker class too, man. It's just linebackers one of
Very-
those things that they're not gonna like put into the
very
public a whole lot, but I think
underrated.
this is gonna super deep linebacker class.
The kid from Oklahoma, the
Linebacker and running back.
Danny Strutzman, is that his name? I know it's Stutzman or something like that. He's
Yeah, something
underrated.
like that.
He's gonna be a really
There's
good linebacker. He's
there's
gonna
a
be
bunch.
really good.
Them and running back for sure, and then it's there's obviously no fucking quarterbacks. There's obviously, I don't know. I wasn't super impressed by. I think Matt Golden was the best looking receiver there.
That was my guy that I thought, because his tape, and then that 40, he's a dog.
I know who I'm not
Yeah,
taking
Matt
from
Golden-
Texas.
Matt Golden's real good.
I know who I'm not taking from Texas. Fucking Isaiah Bolden.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he had a
Stay
day, didn't
away.
he? Holy
Red
moly.
flags galore on that kid. You throw challenge
They
flags
were
at that
talking
guy
about
all
green
day.
lights on fucking Quinn Ewers. They love Quinn.
Shamar Stewart was my winner of the combine. He lost, I
Yeah,
think,
it's not crazy.
20 pounds, had a great 40, vertical, broad jump, everything.
It said he tested very similar to Myles Garrett. Is what
Yes,
everybody
like a-
was saying. You know who else tested
That's
very
quite a
similar to
clone.
Myles Garrett last year? Who won Defensive Rookie of the Year this year? Jared Verse, right? Didn't he win
Yeah.
Defensive Rookie of the Year? They had
Yeah,
the
that's-
same exact workout.
Shamar Stewart has pretty same measurables as him.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's high praise.
What
Yeah,
what's
there's
up?
some. This is a nice defensive draft.
it's defensive.
There's a lot of
the
D linemen in
defensive
this
line,
draft.
bro. This
Yeah,
defensive
D line
line
is deep as
class.
fuck.
And thank God, because man, do we need some.
I'll be honest.
Now y'all just
If
have to
I'm a
draft them.
Bengals fan,
That's the tough part.
If I'm a Bengals fan, I'm praying for Kenneth Grant.
How do you? Well, real quick, Gunner. How do you feel about franchise tagging T Higgins? 26
How
million.
do I feel about it?
Yeah.
They're
Poor
working
guy.
towards a long-term deal.
You actually believe that? Okay.
I'm not gonna get up here and explain my conspiracies, but both sides want
I
to
just
come
asked
to
if you believe that. It sounds like you do.
Optimism.
both sides want to
I'll
come to an
politely
agreement.
disagree, but God bless, he made himself $26 million for him.
Or T. Higgins.
Isn't that crazy? That
He's-
that's what it costs to franchise tag a wide receiver.
That's crazy. Well, it's the
$26
second year in a row.
$26 million.
Ask me how much it was to franchise tag Trey Smith from the Kansas City Chiefs. Somebody ask me.
How much?
How much did it cost to
He's now
franchise?
the highest paid guard in the NFL. So, and there's no flag from the Chiefs about that. I'm pretty sure he was a Pro Bowl player, maybe All Pro. I'm not sure, second team All Pro, something like that. But Trey Smith was a dog. They franchised him. Nobody says a word. No big deal. Now I get it. T. Higgins the second time. I understand, but
Well,
That's
and
really
the
what it is.
organizations, you know,
That's
the
really
Chiefs-
what it is.
the Hunts have
Yeah,
paid
tagging
people.
him twice
good.
seems like the opposite of leading towards a long-term deal.
Yeah,
But
that's
26
It's like
million
we're gonna
guaranteed,
keep you.
I'd
We're
good
gonna
for him.
Bro,
keep.
yeah.
We're gonna keep you as long as we can because we
Yeah.
know you don't want to be here,
I mean, he's expressed that he wants to be there. They've expressed they want to keep him.
Brother,
Duke Tobin,
He's
director
saying
of player
that shit to
personnel,
save
said
face, Gunner.
the main
He don't want to be the bad guy.
I'm sure he wants to be there
No,
if he was going to get paid, but I don't think they're going to
Yeah,
pay
no,
him.
that's all it is too. I don't think it's that he
Bro,
wants to
if they
leave
sign him to
Cincinnati
an
at all. I
extension,
think it's just
it's gonna
because
be-
I think it's just
If they
because he
sign
wants to
him
be
to an
adequately
extension, it's going to
paid.
be lower than $26 million a year, so they'll save money.
Wait, which is that?
That's what made this one even more confusing to me.
Well, once they sign
It
him
was
to an
just-
extension, the tag is no longer to be paid.
Why would they set that? Oh man.
Oh, so
Mhm.
you're saying that they signed him to an extension this year?
If they sign him to an extension this year, yes,
Okay, is that what you think they're gonna do?
yes,
Okay,
and that's why we're clearing up cap space. So
okay. Hey, I hope they can figure it out. They should have some money.
I mean, bro, I'll be honest with you. Every other team in the NFL, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith got paid. I mean, you can go down the line. There's a lot of receivers. Get Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill got paid. I mean, it happens. You can make it
I
work.
think the reason that people probably doubt it is just because the Bengals' history of
Who was the
you know,
first?
Not-
Who was the first
not
duo?
doing it.
Who was
No,
the
I
first
doubt it
duo?
because they
The
just
Bengals
franchise
always
tagged
sign
him
their
for the
receivers.
second
The
time.
Bengals have signed their re-signed almost all the receivers they've drafted.
yeah, but Jamar is gonna be.
Bro, I'm
Half
telling
big
y'all.
Like I said,
I'm trying to
big
tell
bang.
They
y'all.
raised the
Wait,
cap.
what about Trey? Is
Jamar Chase fucked this
because
up.
Gunner, you know, if you had to choose between one or the other, you shouldn't hesitate. You know what I mean?
How are you guys going to sign Jackson Smith and Jigma and DK Metcalf?
I don't think we are.
They
I
don't
They're
don't
have.
think we
shopping
are.
DK.
They don't have a
They're shopping
quarterback.
DK.
DK's on his last year of his
They're
contract.
not
He's
paying
gonna be a
Joe
Seahawks.
Burrow either.
Yeah, we're super.
Yeah,
paying Joe
they're
Burrow.
not.
What
They're
about
not paying
Trey?
Joe Burrow 55.
Joe Burrow's already said he's willing to reconstruct. It's already been, it's well known.
What if
I'm
what
not
if it came
saying
down
he's
between
not.
T Higgins and Trey Hendrickson? Who are you?
Trey's the last one out.
Okay, so you take T over Trey.
Yeah, T's 25, 26.
Shoot.
Trey's 30, almost 31.
Dude,
So
That
yeah,
defense,
there's
taking
nothing
that pass
left.
rusher off that defense though.
That's what I'm thinking, bro. Hey, you better put up 50 a game, then, boy.
Like,
I
it's
give
gonna
you
be-
this
it's-
money.
it's a new coordinator.
that
It's
dude-
there's new personnel. I mean, I don't expect y'all to know because y'all don't.
I
follow the
agree.
Bengals
I
like me,
just
so.
think that dude's production. on
just
that
because the
side
pass
and
rusher
that
is probably the most
defense.
important position on the defense.
That's it.
And this, you're talking about somebody who you were advocating for weeks ago that was Defensive Player of the Year.
Correct. And you asked me if I would take a 25-year-old T Higgins. or
No,
if
but
I
I'm
would
just
take
saying,
you. That's what you asked me, so I answered it. But
for sure. Do you think you could get both of them?
yeah, but there's gonna, like I said, there'll have to be a restructure probably.
Yeah, I don't disagree with T. Higgins over Trey. I just think it's
It's a good question.
It's a
If
one
you had-
need
yeah,
thing.
just
It's a
because if
one
you
need
had a-
thing, but it's almost like the draft. You can't let go of a player like that. I mean, you
Yeah.
could let him go. Let him go. See where he
How
goes,
did-
and then he's gonna go and play ball out somewhere else. But
The
what are they
Eagles.
saying about Miles Murphy?
That's the
Did he
unfortunate.
come on
Listen,
at
that's
the
the
end?
unfortunate
What if
part
he
about
goes to
DK
the
Metcalf,
Eagles?
dude. He's gonna be
Miles
great
Murphy-
wherever the fuck he goes.
Miles Murphy just turned 22 or 22, 23, I think. So I'm not. He didn't really start this year. Sam Hubbard's gonna be off the team, so he should be taking that spot.
Okay.
You got Joseph Asai still coming off the edge. We're gonna draft somebody, probably pick somebody up in free agency. I'm not, I think we'll get to the quarterback this year. I think there's a new D coordinator in town. There's some new things going on, so we'll see.
Okay.
But I don't think they have another atrocious year at defense like that again. Honestly,
Yeah, they were playing a lot better at the end of the year too.
The
You
bar
gotta
is
understand,
pretty
bro,
low
like-
for them to play better.
you gotta Sam Hubbard, Mike Hilton. These are all guys that are like just reaching the end. Like it wasn't working anymore. You need to put young guys in there.
You
Still
wanna
have the
know-
veterans.
You want to
Still
know
have the veterans.
what hurt the
This
Bengals
is
defense the
not
most?
a great cornerback class.
Oh,
You wanna
No,
know
that's
what
what actually
hurt
it's
the
funny you
Bengals
say
the
that because
most?
the
Jesse
Steelers-
Bates.
Well, I was just saying
Yeah, no,
Jesse
that was a
Bates
fumble.
left.
That was the worst. I hated that. We drafted him and we let him go. It's terrible.
Yeah,
But-
for some reason the Bengals just drank the Kool-Aid of safeties not mattering. That they super.
When they literally at the time, Jesse Bates probably was the best safety in the league.
You think Darius Slay has something left in the tank for another team?
Yeah, we heard.
Not much.
I'm hearing everybody
Not much,
say he's
dude.
going to Pittsburgh. He's
That's
going to
what- that's
take a
what-
6-hour ride west and go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I hear he said he wanted to play for them. Like, I guess he said that in the offseason. If he wasn't playing for the Eagles, he'd play for Tomlin or something like that.
Pittsburgh, always signing the older.
I
corner,
know though, but like, I mean, he wouldn't be
Pat
bad. though, 'cause he's
Peterson,
still
fucking,
playing
like-
good.
Bro,
Joe
But they
Hayden.
got a lot of catches.
Joe
No, I think
Hayden.
Joe Hayden
I heard
left
that they're trying to
Cleveland
go
and moved
after
to
Nate Hobbs
Pittsburgh.
as their number one corner option.
Hey, I'll say this: Darius Slay would be good for the development of Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genuinely,
You
not
just-
even
you
trying to
cannot-
He's
troll.
still playing good
You
ball.
cannot get caught in the trap of overpaying someone like Darius Slade.
That's it right there. You give him market value.
wouldn't.
You give him less than market
Yeah.
value. Like
Yeah. Hey,
you're
shit.
you're a 34-year-old corner, brother.
Yeah.
You're not covering number ones anymore.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
look at
especially
look at, like,
in this fucking
look
division.
Look at Stephon Gilmore as of late. I mean, really.
We're
They
taking
give
Stephon
Stephon
Gilmore
Gilmore
as
well.
$5 to $7 million a year, and he's out there being the best cornerback on whatever fucking team he's on.
Nah, for sure.
Nah, yeah, he plays good.
Minnesota last year.
Xavier Watts is gonna fall to the
Yo.
bottom.
Yo, you guys want to do bets of the week here?
Oh, hold! I got one more draft
We'll
guy.
do. Hey,
Did
we'll
y'all
do it
see-
after. We'll do some draft after too.
Yeah, that's cool.
What's
You guys see Riley's twin,
Who's going
right?
first?
You go first, Josh.
Arnold Palmer Invitational starts tomorrow.
God damn it.
Tomorrow morning, Xander Schauffele to finish top 10 is plus 120.
Nice.
Xander Schauffele.
You're not going to get odds on somebody as good as Xander Schauffele to finish top 10 plus money very often.
Who's the rest
He
of
is,
the field is the question.
It's
I actually
most of the
have
guys.
Rory. I
It's
have
most of the PGA players.
I have Rory to finish top 5
That's a hot take. Rory's been ass.
plus 140.
Yeah, that's bold.
Rory has been ass recently.
What's that pay? What is that?
What plus 140?
Yeah. So Rory historically does pretty well at the Arnold Palmer.
I'm just saying.
That's why he's so
But he's
high
been
up.
on like a
FanDuel, you can
historical
get
phenomenal on
Rory
that course.
on FanDuel. You can get Rory at plus 175 for top 5. Dead heat rules only, so no ties. He would have to be 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. No ties.
Huh.
Just
No
throwing that out
ties.
there. They do have ties. Like
Yeah.
you can bet, top 10s and ties.
So you lose the bet if he gets 5 under and somebody else gets 5 under.
yes.
They are
yes.
sick
Fuck,
bastards.
they did.
They
Oh, yeah.
are
Fuck,
sick
they did.
bastards.
Buddy, I'm cool with my Schauffele bet for sure.
All right.
I'll tell you what.
Who
And
you
the
This is
only
got?
my
reason
hot-
he's at the place where he is betting odds wise is because of fucking he doesn't do great on this.
Scotty
course
Scheffler
historically.
is not playing.
Yeah,
Top
he is.
bet of the week.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Scoots through 3-1 to win the whole thing.
So that's so crazy.
Oh yeah, he is plus 320. Plus 320
Yeah.
to win.
I was gonna do.
That's always
I was
kind of
gonna
worth a
do-
sprinkle. You know he's.
I was
never
gonna
played
do
bad.
Jalen Turner and the UFC bet Jalen Turner and Ignacio Bahamundes to not go the distance.
That's a
Big
weird-
Jalen
what's-
Turner
what-
guy.
What is the odds on that?
Jalen
I
Turner's
know
got
that's.
fucking hands.
I would honestly probably do like even maybe.
What are
Maybe
the
even
odds
under.
on that one, Ronnie?
I'm not sure. I'd have to check. But I was
think that's
looking
probably
at
like
it.
minus 240.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably parlay it with something.
He's
That
like,
and something else.
fucking
That and
go on,
like.
tell him what you're parlaying it with. We're trying to get.
I mean,
these-
hey, here's a parlay. That and Pereira and Ankalaev not to go the distance. 2 not to go the distance right there in the main card. Bang bang, parlay it up.
So Pereira Ankalaev to not go the distance is minus 220.
Damn.
And Jalen Turner and Bahamondes or fucking Chalupa or whatever his fucking last name is.
Whoa.
To not go the distance is
Minus-
minus 205. So you
Ooh.
parlay those two, you got plus 116. There you go.
Here you
And
fucking
get
go.
You get to see some finishes. What is yours, Avery?
Well, my lines are not out yet because it is the old Tobacco Road rivalry. We get the watch the Duke Blue Devils absolutely destroy the Carolina Tar Heels on Saturday night in Chapel Hill. Take Duke, whatever the spread is.
Fuck,
It's
dude.
gonna be fucking massive.
That's easy enough.
They started out as 21-point favorites against Wake last night. It dropped to 18.5 before the game started, and they won by 33. Cooper Flag is him.
Very good at basketball.
Cooper Flag might be the best 18-year-old to ever play basketball. Just
Times
throwing
are
that out there.
changing. Times are changing. The number one prospect in the NBA is a white guy.
Hey, the Great White Hope, no
That's-
Tommy
it's not the first
Morrison.
time.
Crazy.
The Great White Hope, no Tommy Morrison. Shout
What's
out to
yours,
Cooper
Gunner?
Flag.
What are we betting?
I know you guys don't like this, but it is Pereira's time to go down. He's been
That's not
partying
crazy.
so
throw the
much.
hot
Calling
take
it a coin
on.
flip.
Everybody's calling it a coin flip. I think Uncle Ive's a little more focused on what's at hand here. I think Pereira was out partying 2 weeks ago.
I saw
Just-
Uncle Chael say that Pereira's 22 pounds overweight on fight week.
Yeah,
Here's
So-
the thing, though. He kind of always is.
Always, I'd
Of
say
course.
that sounds typical.
of course.
He always is. He
My
cuts
thing
like
is-
a motherfucker.
My thing is once you're in those lights for a while, man, especially he's defended his shit multiple times. So a serious guy like Uncle I feel like the rest of the people he's fought have just been like Strickland's a pussy, but
Woof.
I don't know about
Strickland's a
that.
pussy.
Woof.
Strickland's a
Fire
pussy.
'em up.
I don't give a fuck. He's a bitch.
I don't think that's a bro. He talks so tough and then goes in there and fights like iCarly.
Literally.
Just
The only-
jab you. When's the last finish that guy's had?
The only real fighter that I think that other than Khalil Roundtree,
Carly. Jeez.
Khalil Roundtree and Izzy is the only real fighters he's ever fought.
You remember when Uncle Ive lost to Paul Craig, dude? The
Yeah.
crazy submission
With
artist?
1 second.
Yes.
My God. Paul Craig is. I love Paul Craig. I love him. Not many do. I do.
Chin non-existent.
Not completely non-existent. And Paul Craig will lay on his back and do this shit and like tell you to come to the ground and like
But-
kick his legs and shit.
But
Yeah.
he
He
did get
cannot stand up.
a nice hair transplant. I don't know if you've noticed
yeah.
that.
Shout out to Turkey.
Remember when he fought that woman for prize money, that big ass chick?
No, that was
That was Gordon Ryan.
Craig Jones. No, that was
Yeah.
Craig Jones.
Oh, it's Craig
Oh,
Jones.
Craig Jones, my bad.
I didn't know if it was
He's fighting
Gordon
Gordon.
Ryan
Not
or
Paul
not.
Craig Jones.
Okay, so all right, real quick. Then I'm gonna just for the sake
That was
of,
fucked up
of
though, because that
everything,
dude
You
pissed it.
can't parlay at all.
I'm gonna find the
tried.
total parlay payout of all of those things combined.
I just sent it in the group text too.
Oh, you already did it.
It won't let you parlay it.
Must mean we
Yeah,
got a
yours
winner on
doesn't
our
have
hands.
any odds. Let's see. What the fuck is this? No.
Shout out to Josh's
Market based
Bulls. It's a 1-point game at halftime against Gunner and Ronnie's Cleveland Cavaliers.
How about
Yeah,
that 23?
when,
It's a shame that Corey
there's-
Grady isn't here. Shout
I
out
don't
to the
think there's-
Cleveland Cavaliers for absolutely stomping the Boston Celtics the other night. Boston Celtics had a 25-point lead
Again.
after the
Again.
23 after the first quarter, first half, whatever the fuck, and they got stomped. Shout
Yeah,
out D
listen,
Mitch.
Cavs are dope, dude. Cavs are dope. They're very,
Donovan
very,
Mitchell,
very
they
good
traded
right now.
Donovan Mitchell away to Cleveland and thought they'd never hear from him again, and he's back.
He's all the way back.
Oh, bro, he's playing extremely well.
No, they were good last year. They
Who,
surprised people, so I knew.
Who's somebody else you guys got in this whole draft?
I got your twin. Offensive guard from Georgia, Tate Ratledge.
Bro,
Oh, yeah.
please.
That
I
guy
hope-
right there, I see him running and doing stuff. I just think that's Riley Dunbar with about 3-4 more inches and
Reunite him
about
with
another 70 pounds.
Amarius Mims, please.
He's a mauler. That's what we call Tate Ratledge. He's a mauler.
I want to
Not
build
gonna
a
be too good
Georgia
in pass
offensive
pro,
line.
but he's a mauler. And then Josh spoke on the cornerbacks.
Will
It's gonna be a
Johnson.
homer pick. He didn't do anything because he's coming off a torn ACL. My boy Siobhan Rebel. He's gonna surprise a lot of people. I'm telling you, Carlton Davis. That's his player comp. Carlton Davis. They're both tall, both long, rangy.
All right. So here's something we didn't talk about, but I'm sure you all have a guy. Who's the guy just after the combine right now? If you had your pick of the litter, where your team stands in the draft, who you think who you think you get?
Well, I'll go
Who
first.
do
'cause
do
my
I
team was
think we're getting, or who
shittiest.
do I want us to get?
Who do you
My
want you to
team-
get? Who do I want you to get? How about that?
My team's drafting first out of this group at 7. I would pray. I am over here praying to the God that there is. We get Jalen Walker. Because Jalen Walker, he fills 2 holes, pause, if necessary.
Definite
I mean,
pause.
he's a rush guy. He can also play in coverage. That's just me though. I hope we can get a Jalen Walker.
Who's next in the draft? Is it me or Josh?
It's you.
Probably you.
You.
Walter Nolan,
Yeah,
Ole Miss.
you're 17. We're 18.
I want Walter Nolan from Ole Miss. He's his player comp was Aaron Donald. High praise, obviously, but he's just a dog. He's a little bit undersized, but we like that over there in Cincinnati. Geno Atkins, you know.
To think Geno Atkins was undersized is fucking wild work.
He was.
I know, but he's just a massive human. Though.
He is.
Ronnie, are we in agreement that this is going to be a wide receiver first round?
Probably. I don't know though. Maybe not. I don't know. Nah, honestly,
What are you
definitely.
thinking?
It
What
could
are you
be
thinking?
defensive. They might go defensive. They might go defensive line, bro. They got their GM came from the Eagles. He's the one who put together the defensive line that they have right now, and that's why they signed him the year before last. And so I could definitely see them going there, or I could see them.
Who do you want though?
Who do I want?
Actually, it's my turn. We draft 18.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right,
Josh,
all right, all
we're
right.
going in order, okay, guys?
Everybody
Steelers
just forgot
fans,
about
You
and
can't-
Mark
Brady.
Brady.
Y'all can't take Josh's draft pick because Josh
Go,
needs
go, go.
defensive line
We're
too.
kind of in the middle of something over here, and we're
Good.
gonna take that offensive lineman from North Dakota State. What's his Gray?
Ooh, Vabel, I think, something like that.
Like
Then-
that. That's our guy, dude. We're
Like
going.
Vrabel's illegitimate son.
Who do
Yeah,
you want?
We just need literally the best available offensive lineman.
That's what you want.
I want Cam Ward, but we pick at 18, so I think we're gonna end up with Gray, the offensive lineman from North Dakota State.
Saying you want Cam Ward is like saying, "Hey, give me the best player in the fucking draft."
Yeah, it's like
Josh.
saying the sun came out today. You know, like, yeah, I'd like Cam Ward. He would make our team a lot better. But in the meantime, I'm very excited about, and this is all I'll say about the Bucs tonight, dude. I'm very excited about Clint Kubiak and Rick Dennison being in Seattle. I think that does wonders for guys like Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet.
Geno Smith.
And I think that a nice piece of offense. Nope, it doesn't do anything for Geno Smith. He's not good at football. Rick Dennison and Clint Kubiak are running guys, and that's a direction that I think we should absolutely lean on as a result
Kubiak
of
is a
Geno Smith not being very good at
huge
football.
Geno Smith guy. He said.
Very excited, and I'm hoping that we get a good offensive lineman to help. They matter. Good.
Yeah, Clint
I've
Kubiak
seen
said
Geno
the
throw
only
some
reason he
dots.
took that job was because of Geno Smith. So
Yeah, he took that job because he was unemployed.
I've seen Geno throw some dots even last year.
Yeah, right to usually the wrong team, but it was right in their hands.
Gave him the alley oop.
Oh man. All right,
Riddle, why you kill your
He knows how to
quarterback?
throw touchdowns to
Ronnie.
them other guys.
Ronnie. Who? What position do you think it's gonna? What do you want it to be? What do you want it to
So who?
Yeah, I
you
want
want it to be?
Matthew Golden.
be? Okay.
That's right.
You think he's there at 21?
Realistically, like
Yeah, he might be. You don't know how people can fall. If not him, maybe Derek Harmon.
Where's the Steelers drafting at?
21.
Shout out to
21.
Derek Harmon, dude.
He's a
Shout
dog.
out Derek Harmon.
21. Matthew Golden will be there at 21.
You think so?
I think so. I think man.
I think that's a whole lot more pressing than anything on the defensive side of the ball for Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
Jesus
Exactly.
Christ.
But you just can't have enough pass rushers, so it's like I wouldn't mind Derek Harmon because he is a dog. But yeah,
you
I
can't
would
have
go.
enough pass rushers, but you can have too few wide receivers. And they are
Which
in that
y'all
spot.
do. Which y'all do.
Well, it could do a total 180 this year if you think about it. George Pickens, if Roman Wilson, because he didn't
I
play
was
at all.
just gonna say, is Roman Wilson good at football? Yes or no?
He didn't play. He was injured last year, but they at OTAs he was cooking people. So I mean, it was looking good. But
He was the wide receiver
was a
on
slot
Blake
guy.
Corum's Michigan team.
yeah, but he was the best
So we
receiver.
still
He was the
almost don't
other.
have-
He was the other guy. He was the receiver that was getting targets on that team.
I ain't gonna lie. Roman Wilson.
hey, my
Roman
guy,
Wilson
AJ
was putting
Barner.
up numbers.
yes, in a run
AJ
first
Barner
offense.
Had,
Yeah.
AJ Barner had a nice year for us last year too.
But if him and a rookie Calvin Austin and Pat Fryermuth, like that's more than enough. If you have especially if you're a run first team, like you
I was
know.
about to say,
Speaking
man,
of,
y'all
don't have a
sleeping on
running
Calvin
back.
Austin.
Hold up. The Steelers don't have a running back.
Round 2, bro. That's where we're getting
Jalen Warren.
Judkins.
Oh, y'all are getting Judkins. I'm hearing a lot of Cam Scatterboo.
Oh, that's round
Scat
3 or
Pack
4.
Scatterboo.
That'd be
Cam Scat
I
Pack
don't know.
Scatterboo.
bro,
Up
I think
there
they'll
in
take somebody
Pittsburgh.
early.
that'd
Woo.
be fire. I'd love it.
Woo! I ain't gonna lie. You might have me. You might have me with the whole our offense is turning around if you get Cam Scat Pack Scatterboo.
Bro, if you got him in the 3rd round, I would be happy.
He ain't
Yeah, I
going
know
to
what you're
third. He
saying.
ain't falling past 2, buddy. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of running backs drafted.
That
around.
40-inch vertical.
All right,
shows
so
how
that brings
explosive
me to
he is.
something else that we've talked about. Ashton Jeanty, a top 10 pick or what?
No. Dallas drafts at 12. Right?
Dallas.
They've been known to fuck things up.
No, he's all right with first round picks for the most part. He's not bad at first round picks.
No.
He's
The
completely
That's
people
where
bad at
around
that.
him, the
Make a
people
trade to go.
around him are good at first rounds. Jerry wanted to pick Johnny Manziel.
Oh no, I thought he drafted CeeDee Lamb in the first round.
The people around Jerry are good in the first round.
Oh yeah. I thought you
It's
meant
not
like
Jerry.
jokingly, like the people who draft like it like
no,
close positions to the Cowboys.
Remember when he
Nah,
drafted
nah.
Keith
Yeah, I
Vaughn?
think Dallas drafts at 12. That's where he's gonna go. He's gonna go 12. If
I-
they,
yeah,
if the
Bro
reason's
drafted
12,
a
I
5'5"
swear they're 12.
running back.
I think they're 12, but he's not top 10. No, I'm not wasting a top 10 pick on a running back. I'm sorry. Not named Todd Gurley.
It's not
That's
even that. If,
pretty sure
if
he was the
Dallas,
last
if
one.
Dallas picked at 10, then he'd be a top 10 pick. It's just
I could be
Dallas
wrong.
needs a running
Fournette.
back that bad, and he's
Was it
It's
Leonard
obvious.
Fournette the next year?
I think so. Yeah, Fournette went like 4 or 5, which is kind of crazy.
Fucking Jags.
Leonard
That is-
Fournette and LSU. Leonard Fournette's LSU tape was fucking
Absurd.
Amazing.
Insane, I bet. Yeah.
that
That's
shit
just
was amazing.
absurd.
Ask the
Hey, he ran for
University
200 on
of
it.
Mississippi. Ask the University of Mississippi.
That was the worst. That was the nastiest truck I've ever seen.
Bro, that man ran for 320 against them boys on like 12 carries and like 4 duds.
That's insane. Well, anybody got anything crazy?
Me and Sean
mean-
McDermott have something in common. We both want Jihad Campbell.
That's a Sean McDermott 9/11 joke. That's an amazing one.
He
too.
said something crazy. I gave him crazy. All right.
That's actually a good one. There.
Funny as shit.
He
Yeah.
said crazy. I gave him crazy. Oh, the Browns and the Jets are still the Browns and the Jets. They'll continue to lose in the next coming season.
Hey, do you guys gonna pick up Devontae Adams or what?
Oh yeah, Yeah, Devontae Adams is a free agent. He's good at football.
He is
The,
Dude,
good.
uh,
are we gonna have Devontae